What's going on, everybody? Dialaverx TV back with another video, and in today's video I will be discussing why I think Kobe Bryant rightfully deserves to be the new NBA logo. Now obviously I'm biased. I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and obviously you see I have the Kobe Bryant hoodie that I received a couple months ago. Someone sent me this. I did a review on it or whatnot, but I'm biased, obviously, but my bias is totally different from ESPN bias. ESPN biasness wants to control the opinions of others. They want you to, they truly want LeBron James to be the NBA logo. If, the conversation was LeBron James being the NBA logo, I don't think anybody would, there'll be as much uproar, backlash pertaining to LeBron being the new NBA logo. But a large portion of fans believe that Michael Jordan should be the NBA logo, and I wouldn't dispute that. I think that Michael Jordan also set the standard. But first and foremost, Kyrie Irving opened the discussion to the masses and within the basketball community. So I think that it's a great conversation to have, being as though Kobe is no longer here, but when we talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, right? You can't discredit what Michael Jordan has done for the game and his accomplishments and things like that. But when we talking about Kobe, MJ, right? And of course, Kobe Bryant emulated, and patterned his game after Michael Jordan, right? But at the same time, right, Kobe Bryant was someone who tried to outwork everybody. Even Phil Jackson stated, I think he went on record, I think I'm just paraphrasing once again, that he was a gym rat. Like whatever time Michael Jordan was at the gym, or his competition was at the, was arriving to the arena, or whatever his opponents, he tried to find his opponent's weakness and he would try to exploit that. He was always trying to be 10 steps ahead of his opponent. He always tried to play chess. He always trying to play mind games. Same thing with Jordan. It's like it's like 1A 1B. We always hear players rave about when they bring up a top 5, they always say Jordan is 1A, Kobe is 1B, right? And there's just a lot of disrespect that's coming, towards Kobe, because like I said, if it was pertaining to LeBron being the NBA logo, people wouldn't be in such an uproar. But, Kobe, even in passing, he still gets disrespected. I don't want to make this video long, but Kobe Bryant always outworked his opponents. He was constantly dedicated, passionate to his craft, and that's one thing I would like to highlight. Kobe put his life on the line for basketball. He was obsessed with the game of basketball. Michael Jordan, he played golf, he did movies, he left the game, he retired, then went to go play baseball. So it was so many things that Michael Jordan did outside of the game. He was extremely marketable. They did a great job at marketing Michael Jordan in terms of shoes, branding, all these things, right? Kobe solely focused on basketball. That's all he cared about. So when Kyrie Irving says he set the standard, let's just look at this new generation, right? Lazy. They're not passionate. They're not dedicated to the game. You got players coming into the game, they don't know how to shoot 3-point shots. The game has evolved. They don't know how to shoot threes. They don't care about, they care about the celebrity side of it, social media side of it. Kobe Bryant came in at a young age and wanted to be in the conversation with Jordan early. He put in the work early. These guys can't shoot free throws. You got people calling themselves clutch passing the ball in the final moments, in the clutch moments. It's great that Kyrie Irving, I commend Kyrie Irving for stepping up. And a lot of this younger generation, they only knew Kobe. They didn't watch Michael Jordan. And I understand that, you know, people have this nostalgia and people grew up just loving Michael Jordan, but that's not disrespecting or taking away from anything that Michael Jordan has done. And people are like, oh, well, is it because he passed away? Yes. Yes. And most of the people weren't able to give him his flowers while he was here. They don't care about, you know, the things that come with, you know, they only care about, you know, the success that comes with it. A lot of them don't want to put in the time. So we have to, and when I say we, I'm just speaking from the perspective of a Kyrie Irving, someone who's, you know, wants to be, you know, looked at as a leader of this new generation, a new wave, a new culture. Like we need to start a new culture, because if we don't, then there's going to be people that feel as though that they don't have to do enough, you know, they could just do little just to get by. Kobe was such a gym rat, and he laid his life on the line for basketball. You know, everything came back to basketball. When he was in his press conferences, when he did interviews, you know, it was like, I'm coming to work, I'm handling my business, basketball. My personal life is my personal life. You know, I don't need to try to change narratives. It's basketball. I don't have to do that. You know, it's about the game. I came here to play this game, and I want to be the greatest ever. I want to surpass Michael Jordan. Yes, Michael Jordan is the standard, and that's not taking nothing away from Jordan. You know, and as Max Kellerman has said, you know, Michael Jordan has his own logo. And that's the Jordan logo. Like, Jordan logo is pretty much in a lot of arenas already. You see what I'm saying? So I think that with Kobe and Jerry West is the perfect transition, because Jerry West is the person who drafted Kobe. So it makes sense to transition to a new era. You know, and like I said, this new era of players, this new wave of players, you know, if Kobe, we gotta set a precedence. You know, we gotta lead by example. We gotta let them know that Kobe, the Mamba mentality was to give your all. And, you know, practice makes perfect. Kobe, they said, took almost 1,500 from 1,000 to 2,000 shots per day. You know, insane footwork. He improved every facet of his game to get better, to be the ultimate, to be the greatest player of all time. He worked tirelessly. So this is the example that we need to set for the younger generation, or otherwise players going to disrespect the game and thinking they could flop and thinking that they could just, you know, take the easy route. You know, we talking about somebody who put blood, sweat, and tears in the game every night. We talking about a guy who put up 81 points, torn Achilles, still went to the free throw line, made his free throws, played through injuries. You know, we talking about somebody who was the ultimate competitor. Kobe Bryant spent 20 years with one franchise. Now, people will say, oh, well, he wanted to leave in this. It doesn't matter. He didn't go anywhere. And it makes perfect sense for negotiations, leverage. What are we talking about? So, once again, like I said, my bias is different from ESPN bias. I feel as though that I'm not trying to control, you know, what you think. I just want for you to just, you know, open your mind, be open-minded to what I'm saying. We talk about consecutive 50-point games. Last game, 60 points. Like, you already heard me say on record, state on record, that I thought that Kobe Bryant statue should be at the top of Staples Center. Staples Center is Kobe Bryant's kingdom. No matter who put us on a uniform and plays for the Lakers. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.